We're going to be talking about stuff, about what I do. So my name is Dr. Lulu. I am the LGBTQ plus parent, at least the black one, LGBTQ plus parent coach, or I am your favorite LGBTQ plus parent coach. I keeps it real, honey. Today we're talking about 3 things you can do when your child comes out. 3 ways you can be when your child comes out. Obviously, this is not for you if your child is not LGBT. This is not for you if you hate the gay folks. This is not for you if you can't stand me. None of this is for you. But if you can, and if you think that your child might be queer or gay, which is like, I like to use queer. If you think that you might know someone whose parents are showing out when the child came out or after the child came out, if you think your child might be gay, if your child already told you that they're gay, and you think you messed up, so 3 things you can do, and 3 things you can be when your child comes out. Okay, so yesterday we talked about 3 things you can do, and we talked about thank your child. Then we said ask open-ended questions. How can I make this moment better, lighter, easier? And then we said don't blame your child, okay? Don't blame yourself. Don't blame your child. Your child being gay has nothing to do with you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. Your child was made that way. That said, 3 things you should be when your child comes out to you. Top 3 things. The first thing about it is, honestly, most parents already know that their child is gay. About 85% of the parents already know. And I made up that number. I don't know what the real number is. I don't care. Enough parents know, maybe even 100% of parents know that their child is gay. That's the truth. And then when their child comes out, if you're like me, you might even be so shocked, shocked into oblivion, or you might be in denial, or you might kick your child out. All of those things are all real reasons. But if you're like me, then you're shocked. And I was very shocked. Not because my child is gay, but because my child is non-binary. I keep saying that. The gayness I knew when they were 2. The non-binary, I did not know anything about that. So I was shocked. I was scared. Like any black mother, I was like, oh my goodness, what's going to happen to my child? Hi, Marga. So we're talking about 3 things you should be when your child comes out to you. Do me a favor, click like and click share. Let somebody who needs to watch this video watch it. And yes, I'm not going to lie to you. It's a painful something. Because what parents have done is we have planned our child's life. We have planned our child's future. Some of us have already picked their spouses. We've made friends with our neighbors because we want our neighbors' kids and our kids to get together. We have planned all these things because we have a particular mindset, sadly. And that's all we want to think about. We don't want to think about anything else, which on its own is sad. Because your parents, while they had big dreams for you, truthfully, they didn't plan your future for you. They did not. Secondly, for your heterosexual child, for your cisgendered heterosexual child, you didn't plan their future. What's going on? Okay, sorry about that. And even if you did plan their future, how effective was your planning? How effective was all that? So I want you to take a deep breath and exhale, and then sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Because we need to do things differently. We have to do things differently to get different results. So today we're going to talk about 3 things you can be when your child comes out. The first thing is be intentional about your reaction. And if you've listened to Dr. Lulu, then you know intentionality is key. You must be intentional about your reaction. That means you're going to say, okay, I'm not going to show out. Okay, I'm not going to be a hot mess. Hi, Georgette. I love your name, sis. Okay. I'm not going to do this thing wrong. I'm not going to do this thing wrongly. Oh my goodness, Georgette, you need to come live, because that thing that you tagged me on today, I believe in my heart that it was a troll. I believe that that person was a troll. The person talking about arranged marriage for their child, that was a troll. However, in Nigeria and maybe in Jamaica, but I know that in Nigeria, we still have arranged marriages. The first thing I did was look to see the name, to see if he was a Nigerian. He wasn't a Nigerian, but maybe they changed their name. But Africans still believe in arranged marriages. Indians still believe in arranged marriages. Enough people in the world still believe in arranged marriages. So that thing you tagged me on today, I was like, whoa. But I digress. So the first thing you want to do is be intentional. I actually like to say the first thing to do is just breathe. Just breathe. Because it's not the end of the world. Your child coming out gay is not the end of the world. Think about it. You might think it's the end of your world, but for your child, it's a relief. For your child, it's the beginning of their life. For your child, their world just started because they've been in a closet. And if you don't believe me, lock yourself in a closet for 2 or 3 days for a change. Just do that. I want you to lock yourself in a closet for a few days, not weeks, not months, and not years. A physical closet. Next time I have an event for parents, I swear I'm going to bring a closet in. Or one of the things I'm going to do, maybe next time I do a challenge, like a 5-day challenge, I'm going to have them as part of their activities lock themselves in the closet for a day and see how you feel about that. Yeah, Georgette says, I understand. But they were coming, speaking about their child that's a lesbian. Yeah, I saw that. I was just disgusted. I was dégoûtant. I didn't want to even comment on it. I didn't comment on it. That was just terrible. But yeah, so parents, this is a physical challenge. If you are thinking that your child being in a closet this whole time is some kind of joke, and if you don't believe that their coming out is a relief, is the beginning of their life, it's like finally they are free of the shackles that have been binding them, I need you to physically lock yourself in a closet for a day. And then these people are not in a physical closet, but their whole entire life has been a lie. They've been living a lie. They've not been able to breathe, like Georgette says. They can't breathe. You get claustrophobic. Something is pressing down your chest. It's a terrible thing. So do me a favor. Don't think that your child being in a closet, don't take that lightly. So when your child comes out, the first thing to do is be intentional about your reaction. Take a deep breath and think about what you're going to do next. Think about the fact that your kid has been trying to tell you this for a long time. Yes, kids will tell you that they've been trying to tell their parents for a long time. So take a deep breath, because the next words that come out of your mouth must be affirming, must be acknowledgement, must be acceptance, because your child's coming out is not about you. It's not about you saying, oh my God, you're trying to shame me, because that's what the Nigerians will say. Georgette, I don't know if that's what the Jamaicans will say, but that's what the Nigerians will say. Oh my goodness, you want the neighbors to think, to laugh at me. Or you want the church to laugh at me. That's what kids' parents are saying to them. Kicking them out of the house, making it about them. Don't take over. Do not take over. Please. Aha, cast out demons. I know. Don't take over. Be intentional. Be about your child. Yes, I know. I know for those parents who claim they had no idea, it's a shock because I had no idea about my child's gender. So that was a shock to me. She just says abandon and disown. Yes. Girl. So that was a shock to me. Georgette, please click like and click share. Georgette, please share this video. That was a shock to me. I did not know what the heck non-binary was. But I knew they were gay. So that was not a shock to me. So I understand if it's shocking. I understand if you didn't expect it. What I'm saying is, this is not the worst thing that could happen. The identity is their own. Yes. For me, I just didn't, I've never heard the word non-binary. So I wasn't trying to take the identity, but thank you for that. But I just never heard what the phrase non-binary in my life. I didn't know what it was. So yes, you're right. A person's identity is their own. And I like to use myself when I talk about that. I have always gone to bed as a woman, woken up as a woman. That's all I know. I don't know what it's like to not be a woman. I don't know what it's like to be a man. But if your child was assigned female at birth or assigned male at birth, and they're coming out and saying that they're really this other gender, the onus is on you to accept it. Because no one has ever come and told you that you're not what you say you are. So think about that. And trust me, I'm saying this to you because smart people learn from their mistakes and smarter people learn from other people's mistakes. Learn from my own mistake. My child and I went head to head. I didn't know your child was non-binary. Oh, wow. Congratulations. What are their pronouns, baby girl? Georgette, what's your baby girl's pronoun? Oh, I guess it's not a baby girl now. It's non-binary. What's your child's pronoun? So you know what? Actually, it's funny you said my daughter came out as non-binary. Georgette, I love that. That's interesting because when I asked my child, I was like, my young adult, I was like, so are you technically my son anymore? They were like, no, they're just my young adult. So that's good that yours uses she, they, them. So you can technically still say daughter. But for me, I can't even say son anymore. I have to say young adult. So that's interesting. But isn't that amazing? Just the things that you can learn if you just lean in. To me, I just feel like it's a beautiful thing that you can just lean into this new concept, new world, as it were. It's a whole new world. It's a beautiful thing. So parents, I beg you, I implore you, the most important thing to do is be intentional about your reaction. And then the second thing to do is to be curious. So ICE, be curious. No, that's not sign language, please. Be curious. Lean in. Close the gap. Say, wow, that's amazing. Congratulations. Thank you so much for thinking to tell me. How long have you known? What does it mean to be non-binary? Yes, I know. Georgette, you're good. You're good. You're good. We're all still learning. You know the funny thing about she may change again and I'm here for it? My child said that to me. My child said, Mom, for now, my gender is non-binary. And that's when I went and looked and I realized that gender is fluid. Now, for those of us who are fixed in our gender, that's okay for you. And that's fine. The next person over might not feel that way. I've never felt like a boy before, but I know I was a tomboy when I was growing up. I knew I was kind of a daredevil also. Not that girls don't do that. I'm just saying I was a bit of a tomboy, but I've never felt like I was a boy. I've never felt like I was anything but a girl. Non-binary kids, for the most part, do not subscribe to male or female. They don't subscribe to boy or girl. Sometimes they feel more like a boy. Sometimes they feel more like a girl. Most times they feel like neither. So they are non-binary. Georgette, thank you so much. She said, my child said they are pansexual and then changed 8 months later. Well, there you go. I was a tomboy too. And start now. Aggressive femme. Woo! All right. Those are big, big vocabulary that when I have you on my show, you can take your time and explain what all those things mean. Because I want people to know what it means to be a stud and what it means to be an aggressive femme. Some people don't know. And I say femme because I speak French, but it's femme is what they say in English. But yeah. So the first thing is to be intentional about your result. Think about your reaction. Think before you open your mouth and say anything. I would say first hug them. Even if you're not feeling like hugging. Because it's the same child that was okay yesterday to you. It's the same child that was fine this morning to you. The child has not changed. It's just the information that you got that has changed. So it's important to me that you focus on your child when your child comes out. Focus on not being melodramatic, not getting all dramatic like I did. I was like, well, what is non-binary? And yes, and it's okay to ask, but don't ask with disgust. And don't act disgusted because you already knew your child was gay. You might not have known their gender, which again, like Georgette said, is a very personal thing. For me, I'm always going to be a girl. That's all I know. Hi, Pat. Still learning myself and accepting myself, so we have to do the same for our children. Exactly. And that's why I prefer to use the word queer rather than bisexual. I like the word queer or questioning because it means that, you know, I'm just an umbrella. I don't want to be boxed into any space. And that's fine. I like queer. I love queer. I love, hi, Pat. I don't want to be boxed into any corner. I'm too old for that. I'm 52 years old, honey. Pat, please share this. Me too. I start using, yeah, I use queer now. I love the word queer. It's all over my new book, which Georgette, make sure that you pre-order. I think you should pre-order the book, by the way. So should you, Patricia. Everybody should read my book because my book is about being an ally. It's about creating safe spaces and connecting with the child, your child that is LGBT or the child that is LGBT around you. Okay? So you should pre-order my book. And I already have I thought I have a good Google form. I'm not sure. But anyway, if you're interested, just send me a DM or comment in the comment section. And I'll send you a link to pre-order the book. So the book is called Speaking Queerly, How to Connect, How to Create Safe Spaces and Connect with the LGBTQ plus child around you. Something like that. It's long, but that's okay. In your life, I think is what I said. I want all the books. Check your message after for coming on my show. Okay, good. And then the third thing you're going to do is empower your child. For those of you who don't know, I was on Gayle King's show live on CBS this morning in June of this year. And one of the things I said was, I have just decided to essentially empower my child to be black, bold, and beautiful. You can do that if you want your child to be white, bold, and beautiful. I don't care. We do not care. I'm just saying it's important for your child to know that you love them. So what I said on Gayle King's show, yeah, that's Gayle King, was I just want to empower my child to be black, bold, and beautiful. So E is empower. And if you've been paying attention, then you know that I've spelled ICE for you today. I is being intentional. C is being curious. Wow. How long have you known? What does it mean? What does lesbian mean to you? What does bisexual mean to you? What? Use what or how. Always use what and how. Please write that down for me. Always use what and how, because what and how usually give you open-ended questions. What does lesbian mean to you? How long have you known you're a lesbian? Something like that. Curiosity. It doesn't kill a cat. It actually makes your child feel like you cares, right? You know how I like to say you cares? It makes your child feel like you care. And your child will lean in more and say, oh, okay. Maybe I can answer the questions. You're not judging me. And then the third letter is E for empowerment. So empower your child to live their life out loud. You know why? Because you are the most important person in your child's life, and because the world is already seeking to order your child. The world is seeking to cancel your child. The world is seeking to erase your child. The world is seeking to kill your child. The world is seeking to ostracize your child, bully your child. The world is already planning on doing that. So you must empower your child. And to do that, you got to be intentional. You got to be curious. You got to be affirming. You got to acknowledge them. You got to accept them. You got to support them, even if you don't understand them. Oh, Dr. Lulu, preach. Yes. Thank you. And it's not because I have all the answers. This is just what I feel I should be telling you, so that you can understand that your child is a blessing from God. Okay? So what I'm going to do after this week is I'm going to start going live in my group. My group is called Positively. Thank you so much, God Georgette. My group is Positively Parenting Your LGBTQ plus child or children. I'm going to start going live in my group after this week. So if you would like to learn more, you need to join my group. If you want to learn, if you want to get more help, you need to join my group. There are 2,200 parents in there supporting each other. All of them supporting each other. So you need to get in my group. My group is called, Georgette, please, can you write it down for me? Positively Parenting Your LGBT plus Children. I'm going to be going live every day at 7 p.m. in the group. So help me God. So if you'd like to get more information, if you'd like to join the conversations, go to the group. You know why? Because most of the people in the group are not my friends on Facebook. And they are in the group because they would like to learn. While I share these videos in the group, I want them to have first dibs. So I decided to do that today when one of the moms actually wrote in the group. She said, "Doctor," and then she said, "The owner of this group needs to do a seminar." She said the owner of this group needs to do a seminar because she was in so much pain. And I've connected with her, but I was like, yeah. So I'm going to go in and because every time you join the group, I ask you, what are you struggling with the most? Then I need to go in there and address those things that people are struggling with. So this is probably going to be the last day that we're going to do this on my regular page. So if you'd like to get more, just join the group. It's free. Just join the group. It's completely free. It's called Positively Parenting. Thank you so much. Yes, please do. Yes, I'm going to be doing it in the group because people need to, people that are in the group are in there for a reason. And I love all of y'all, my friends. And I'll share the video this way out to you all. But I'm going to be doing it in there first. And Georgette says I'm right. She agrees with me. Yay. So it's going to be Mondays through Fridays only. I will not be going live on the weekends. I'm going to rest my voice, my money maker. But definitely we're going to be going live in the group every day at 7 p.m. And hopefully people will watch it. And then a friend of mine told me that I should go to the Mighty something. I should take my membership there because it's better than Facebook. So I might end up doing that also. But I'm just excited. I'm just so thankful. Show interest and get in the group. We have to participate in the change. Yes, yes, absolutely. And I do share the videos in the group all the time. And I think it gets seen in the group as well. But I want the people in the group to know that I'm going to be going live in the group. And then I'll tell them to please tag somebody. And then maybe we'll get more people to see it. Because they're already kind of a warm audience. They're already kind of showing interest and they already kind of want to learn. And that lady's post really touched my heart. She's like, the owner of this group needs to do a seminar. I was like, oh my God. But the plan is, I do plan on doing a seminar. So it's going to happen in June of next year for Pride Month. So remember those three things. Be intentional, be curious, and be empowering. Let your words galvanize your child. Let your words make your child feel like they matter, that their life matters, that they're good, that they're enough, that they're not a mistake, that they're not an abomination, that they're not something bad, they're not going to hell. No one has died and gone to hell and seen that it's full of gays, or gone to heaven and seen that it's full of Christians. Man, my hair is a mess. No one has done that. So, until we all die and go and see that heaven is full of gay people, Christians, then we need to just love each other and show true love now while we can. All right? So that's all I have for y'all. Again, my name is Dr. Lulu, aka the MOMATRICIAN. If you'd like more help, if you're struggling with understanding your child, supporting your child, if you'd like more, just maybe like get a deeper dive, if you'd like someone to help you, help yourself, holla at me, send me a DM. I'm working on my signature masterclass, is what I'm going to call it. And it's going to be top mistakes that parents make when their child comes out. I think it's going to be fun. So stand by for that, okay? I'll see you on the inside. Bye.